Let's go.
Yo, man, I got this job working for Esteban B. Making all this dope, B. I got so much cash in that fund, man. I'm getting lost, B.
I got you stuck off the realness. They hit the kill switch. This that SP, the Southwest ill shit. Type of song you like the L, pop a pill with. Cock your pole, hot as cold, light your grill with. No lighter fluid needed, nigga, we already lit. My niggas move weight, real heavy shit. Break them down to all grams on some Teddy shit. Then we flood the city, put it on every shit. If I can't get to you, I kill your mans on some petty shit. Sleeping on streets, I make your dreams on some Freddy shit. With you niggas, huh? Smoking Fetty space. You on demon time, bitch, I'm on the devil list. Arch enemies, make that pussy remember me. With your life like mine, sex, money, and Hennessy. I just wanted the slice, beans gave me a loaf. Said it ain't worth it if it ain't come straight off the boat. Deuce in my boots, AK in my coat. Rapid fire vampire, I aim for the throat. My ghost gun can make the ghost run and switch on it like a faggot trap until the folks come.
I heard you niggas want it game. Well, first you gotta put in pain. We do it for our last name. For all you stupid motherfuckers, it's respect over fame. Look, yeah, make money, money. Yeah, make money, money. Yeah, make money. My OGs got the ball,
yeah,
take it
back
money.
in the trenches with my dicky on me. Scully from the poppies with my blicky on me. And I don't gotta get it, keep the 50 on me. That mini Drake with the titties on it. Yeah, the daily paper kept my picture on it. Catching wreck while I'm torn. This all public record, I don't gotta do no fraud. Shot a nigga on a rock the mic. Charge for a body on a liquid spray. You little niggas better get it right. I'm from the pavement, hoes I never save. It's a full-time job, shaving these rest savings. You know, suck the duck that. I don't trust him. Nah, mother made a motherfucker. Yeah, you fucking with a different ball. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm from the tar where the kids is lost. They rock skinny jeans, show they draw. Bunch of little root balls. Where I'm from, you couldn't get that on. Nah, you ain't a stepper, come on nigga, stop. Them boys slide, you wouldn't get a shot. Your gun in your purse like a nigga. I rock you, plug him and knock your man off. Let the can off, bunch of choppers like the sons of Hannah.
I heard you niggas want it game. Well, first you gotta put in pain. Look, we do it for our last name. For all you stupid motherfuckers, it's respect over fame. Look, yeah, make money. Yeah, make money. Yeah, make money. My OGs got the ball and they take it.
What you need, cause I can get it for you. Where I'm from, it ain't no handouts, nigga. It's your life, I can't live it for you. Say the wrong words, and steppers come and bend up on you. Nigga, you ain't official until you got the feds sitting on you. But you don't want that, nigga, so stop pretending. Cause you the type of nigga get knocked and you a witness. Ain't shit cool about prison, so why you fooling these children? So you partially the reason on how they moving and drilling. I'm a hustler and all, I ain't just talking about dealing. Gotta prove them wrong, cause they say we just talk about killing. Well, let's talk about building, making a couple million. But they don't speak my language, you'll see this picture I'm painting. So it's right back to slaggers, dashing powder in your anus. Just to make a salary and gain power like you can't. P80 stainless bark, I can make you famous. Fuck, nigga, right on no gun zone. All for this life we condone. Cause outside in these streets ain't no running home. Fuck bluffing, you better squeeze once the gun is shown. Bitches drop to their knees when your money long. It's those streets in BC on this fucking song.
I heard you niggas want it game. Well, first you gotta put in pain. Look, we do it for our last name. For all you stupid motherfuckers, it's respect over fame. Look, yeah, make money. Yeah, make money. Yeah, make money. My OGs got the ball and they taking money.
Woke and Ready TV is in the building. We here. You know, I'm just waiting for a few people to pop in before, you know how I do, you know what I mean? If you just came in here, hit the like. If you didn't hit the like yet. Yo, I gotta get rid of this water app. It tells me when to drink water. It's a good app to get though. You know what I'm saying? It's like a timer when to drink water, so I'm gonna drink some water. I got some coffee, but I'm gonna drink some water because it told me to drink water. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get right into it though. Rap superstar Kodak Black has been arrested in South Florida on cocaine possession and other charges. Records show Black, whose real name is Bill Capri, was booked into the Broward County Jail Thursday on possession of cocaine, tampering with the fabricating physical evidence, and improperly parking or stopping a vehicle, records showed. The arrest happened in Plantation, but no other details were immediately known. Damn, Kodak. Damn. I like Kodak Black. But we gotta stop lying to ourselves. We gotta act like we ain't see, or we don't see Kodak Black going down the wrong path, you know what I mean? I think overall, you know what I mean, he a good dude, he got a good heart, but I just think he got a drug problem. And it's so like, yo, that's what we was talking about the other day. There's a difference between fans and supporters. And shout out to Behind the Ball, because he was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Major? Thanks for joining. Let me put this dude on timeout right now, because I ain't got time for it. All right, there we go. Excuse me. We was talking about like it's a difference between fans and supporters. You know, your supporters is the people that come to your channel. They want to see you do good. You know what I mean? They like your shit. They share your shit. They if you got merch, they support. They buy the merch. They donate. You know what I mean? Fans, it's like when you got fans is just, they can do all that shit too. But with fans, it's like nothing that you can do is wrong in their eyes. They like almost obsessed with you. And you know what I mean? I remember making a video about Kodak Black when he was on Drink Champs. It was like, damn, you know what I mean? Hope he gets some help. There's just so many people, so many Kodak fans was like, yo, that's just him. You know what I mean? He's animated. He's this, that, and the third. I'm like, y'all can't slip nobody with a drug problem by me. You know what I mean? I grew up in this environment. You know what I mean? He was tweaking. He couldn't sit down. You know what I mean? He stood up damn near half of the, you know what I mean, the interview. And I understand people like from Florida, Louisiana, down south, they got a southern accent. Some people got a heavy southern accent where you can't understand shit that's coming out their mouth. And that's Kodak. Like when he rapping, I understand him, but when he talking, I can't understand shit that's coming out of his mouth. But mix that with the drug use, it's like, damn, he all over the place. You know what I mean? But this guy can't seem to stay out of trouble, man. He can't seem to stay out of trouble. I feel bad for him. And we know the cocaine possession. We know that. We know he ain't out there selling cocaine. The guy's a millionaire. Now, if he is, he just done. But they said possession, so most likely that was for his personal use. We don't know what else he got arrested for. You know what I mean? So we was talking about fans and supporters. Then you got your haters. They can also be, they don't even realize they're fans of yours. Like this guy in my comments. I had to, you know, put him on timeout because he just come and just say weird shit every time I go live. But I ain't gonna go back and forth with him. But he's a supporter. He don't even realize he's a fan. He's a crazy fan. He don't like me because I made a video about somebody he's a fan of. You know what I mean? I said some things about Hassan Campbell. But, you know, he didn't like that. So he came in, he took it upon himself to come up in my comments, defended Hassan Campbell. That's what you call a fan. I don't want those. Because if I do, like I said before, if I do some ratchet shit, You know what I mean? I expect motherfuckers to talk about it. Don't come defending me if I did some ratchet shit and I know I did some nut shit. That's fans. We don't want those. I want supporters on my channel. You know what I mean? We just growing. Woke and Ready TV we just starting for real. Now I had this channel for a while, but I really just started. So it's only gonna get better. And we gonna cover some real topics. But yeah, Major, I seen it coming too. You know what I mean? He can't stay out of trouble. And that's a problem. But a lot of that got to do with his drug usage, I believe. They said he was improperly parking, so he probably was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's the same guy that said, I know the perk was fake, but I still ate it. You know what I mean? Not a good look. Not a good choice of words to put in your raps. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all these young people out here that's, dying. They dying off of fentanyl. You know what I mean? And some people, right? The new generation, they prefer the fake pills because they're cheaper. But they don't understand the dangers of fentanyl. Like just a little bit of that shit, that if it hits your skin, it can kill you. Just a little bit. So, you get a hold to the wrong pill, listen to Kodak Black, talking about, oh yeah, I know it's fake, but I'm gonna still eat it. That might be the last thing you ever put in your mouth. You know what I mean? It's not good. So, I pray for Kodak, man. I pray for Kodak Black, man. I hope he gets some help. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think he a genius. You know what he remind me of, though? Kodak Black remind me of a motherfucking modern day hip-hop James Brown. I think that's James Brown's son. Said, yes, Jack Boy, he said it's crack. It's crack. They saying Kodak on crack. I don't know, man. Yo, if y'all in here, hit that like. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Smash that. Crack. Damn, crack is whack. Crack is like really whack. Now, I can understand the younger generation being addicted to this new thing because they didn't know, like the pills and shit. As far as the Fetty, every generation is a new drug. It's a new drug that hit the market, and because they gotta grab the younger generation. All the crackheads is they either off crack, they either died off. The few that's left out there, they old as shit. They ain't really got no money to support their habit. So, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody really cooking up crack no more, unless, you know what I'm saying? Unless they doing it for their own personal use, like them old heads that's still around from the 80s, the few that's left. But most of the people that was on crack, they got themselves together. You know what I mean? Now, coke in its purest form, that might always be around. But that's what they saying that Kodak Black got charged with. Possession of cocaine. You know what I mean? And to be honest, it's better that he got charged with possession of cocaine instead of crack. Because they don't play around with crack. Especially like in the 90s. They went like a little fucking nick to get you, woo. Niggas was going to jail. Niggas was doing like 3 to 5 years for a fucking dime bag of crack. But I wonder if they're going to start doing that with these pills, like the Fetty pills and all that. And like I was saying before, is the younger generation, it's a lot of them that prefer the fake pills, which is sick. That's crazy. So the dealers with the real pills, they can't even get them off. They can't even sell their real pills because the younger people want the fake ones. Scary, man. Spooky out here. It's spooky. And Kodak Black, he promoted that. I believe he had a lot to do with promoting that. You know what I'm saying? I know the perk was fake, but I still ate it. I mean, they probably was doing it before, but he's a powerful voice for the for the younger generation, you know what I mean? So once he said that, that's why we got to be careful of the things we say out our mouths, man, because, you know what I mean, it's power in the tongue. It's power. The tongue holds power. The tongue is your sword. There's a lot of people that's sitting in jail because a motherfucker ratted on them. That's that tongue. That's that. It's a lot of people that's dead because of some shit they said out their mouth. There's a lot of people that's gonna die because they said some shit out their mouth and a motherfucker waiting to run into them. There's a lot of people that been misled down the wrong path by listening to these false prophets and false leaders because of the shit they saying out their mouth. They good with their tongue. They know how to use it. They charismatic. You know what I mean? They know how to manipulate. You know what I mean? It's power in the tongue. You know what I mean? One of Allah's best creations or biggest creations was the ink pen. So what's on the mind that comes out the tongue, come off of the tongue. If it don't come off of the tongue, people write it down. You know what I mean? My brother always told me that the most powerful invention is an ink pen. I didn't used to understand what he meant by that. He used to say, yo, how does motherfuckers, you know what I mean? You can't cash a check if it ain't a signature on it. You know what I mean? You can't, you know, if you in jail and to that judge sign on papers to get you out of there, you not free. That ink pen is everything. I was like, damn. And that imply to these rappers. You know what I mean? So when you writing them lyrics, and I rap, so I know I try to be more conscious of the shit that I say out my mouth. When you writing them lyrics down, boom, 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 just know that pen holds power. And when you go recite them words, that tongue, yo, it's so much power behind that, man. You don't realize. And the power is in the people. The power is in the people. I get it now. I'm older. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that I didn't used to understand. I used to dismiss the old heads and be like, yo, all right, whatever, old head. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, old head. Yeah, all right, man. I'm trying to get this money. I'm on a block. We hustling. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit to talk about. Stay over there. But when you get older, when you start having children and you watching your children get older, you like, yo, I got to make some changes. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't doing this shit for your kids, if you ain't doing nothing for your kids, you a selfish motherfucker, man. Everything you do in life supposed to be for your kids and your grandkids. You live your life, you know what I mean? Especially when you hit your 30s and 40s. It's my last year in my 30s. I might appear to be a little older because of the gray, but I had gray in my beard since I was 24, 25. The motherfuckers start sprouting out like, my homies used to be like, yo, you want to put some dye in it? Fuck you. I ain't dyeing my beard. Nah, it represents me, who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I embrace it. And when I was like in my mid-20s, man, when them grades started coming, them cougars, you know what I mean? Everybody knew I was like 25, but them cougars that was like 45 and, oh man, they see a young boy with the grades in it, man. I was bagging more cougars than chicks that was my age, you know what I'm saying? And at that age, I was able to hit the mom, hit the daughter. I ain't gonna go there. I don't want to keep talking like that. You know what I mean? Wifey might see this, man. I can keep talking shit. But I mean, it's real though. But back to Kodak Black. I just pray that brother gets some help. We seen him on Drink Champs. Let me see if I can pull up. We seen him. That brother was tweaking. And I thought I was the only one that, you know what I mean, was going to say something about it. I'm like, nobody don't notice this shit. But like right after I made my video, I seen a lot of people making videos. Yo, shout out to Behind the Bar. That's my guy, man. You know why I fuck with Behind the Bar? Because he recognized what I'm trying to do. He recognized what I'm building. It's a lot of content creators out there that watch my channel, that subscribe to my channel. They won't, they be stealing little shit. I ain't gonna say nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's a good thing because I know I'm doing something right. Because I know a lot of times I'm probably like the first to jump on a lot of topics. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody gonna admit that. Like, no bullshit behind the ball. When you in this real shit. When you and what's his name, 10 Toes Down had that counter, who was the first person that jumped with his jaw that said, oh shit, 10 Toes Down, you know what I mean, ran up on my man behind the ball and his breakfast sandwich. Now everybody made that breakfast sandwich a big thing. I was the first one that did that. Everybody see it. It got a nice amount of views. I think you even popped in on that live. But what was I looking for? I was looking for what was it? Oh, Kodak Black on Drink Champs. Now the way he was moving and all that, like I knew that wasn't no weed high, that wasn't no and there wasn't no drink. I know the show called Drink Champs, but it wasn't that. He said, I'm 32, have 2 gray hairs. I dyed them. Don't dye your grays, yo. Don't dye your grays. Why you gonna dye them? Yo, I see some older women like in the late 50s and 60s that keep their hair done. And they be going to the, you know, to the salon and they come out. Me personally, I love it. I love to see an older woman like around that age and like they mid 50s, 60s and they got that gray hair and they go to the hair salon. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just, and it just be looking right the way it lay. Gray is beautiful. Gray is beautiful. And I forgot the real meaning behind the gray. Like it means something, not just that it represents, you know, wisdom and shit like that. It means something else when you get grays and shit. I forgot what it means, but I'm gonna get the meaning and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna probably make a video about it. It means, but it means something good. It's not nothing bad. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, here we go.
If they was to turn that shit like that, but a nigga was like, what the fuck? Ain't nothing, boy, ain't simple kids. Or all the bitches go fuck around and come out with all type of shit going on. Yeah, so I salute that shit, bro. And like females, like they can put up with this shit. You know what I'm saying? They can put up with this shit. You damn near get caught fucking another bitch in front of your girl face. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. She can still find enough courage to like, but yeah, you gonna take that. You know what I'm saying?
You get it. That wasn't the part that I wanted to show, but I ain't, you know, chopped the video up or that like that. But you see how my man was standing up. He couldn't sit down, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the new shit he talking about, that pill that he knew was fake and couldn't, and he still ate it, the Fetty. I don't be around people who do Fetty, so I don't know how that shit have them. You know what I mean? But I believe that was some coke, because I had been around people that do coke, and they always moving. You know what I'm saying? Even a crack, like when they smoke crack, you know, crackheads, like, you know what I mean? And I wish they bring, not, let me rephrase that, because that wasn't going to sound right. I'm about to get to that behind the ball. I'm about to get to that. You know what I mean? But I was about to say, I wish they could bring back the crackheads. But what I mean is, like, crackheads were more useful than the drug addicts that we have now. You remember, like, a crackhead to knock on your door with shit for sale? You know what I mean? They'd be like, yo, man, I got a whole living room set. Give me $200. You'd be like, yo, man, only thing I got is $30. They'd be like, oh, shit, fuck it, come on. You know what I mean? You get a crackhead to paint your whole house and give them like $50 and a 6-pack. Yo, I miss them days, you know what I mean? We had our own private crackhead. Like we had like my family, we had you know, our personal crackhead. He used to come, do work, you know what I mean? We'd hit him off. He used to hook our crib up. Anything we needed.
You know what I'm saying? We had a couple personal crackheads. I miss those type of addicts. Like these addicts today, they lazy as shit. They think everything's supposed to come to them. You know what I mean? Crackheads back in the day, like in the 90s and shit, them motherfuckers had skills. They had skills. They could fix cars. They know how to fucking decorate your house. They bring clothes, food, all types of shit. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers work for they buck, and they went out there killing each other to get crack. You never heard of crackheads really going on a fucking killing spree because they couldn't get crack. They knew how to use their fucking minds. Like, you know what I mean? It was like that shit gave them superpowers or some shit. They knew how to get that money. For real. These addicts we got today, man, they lazy as shit. They don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? They useless. They really useless. You know what I mean? I don't even realize it. But I'm gonna move on, man. Prayers for Kodak Black. Cause I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. Like I gotta get my daughter in a minute. So we gonna jump right into it. Behind the ball. Why is Vlad the GOAT? And I'm quote something that Zip with the Drip says. So shout out to him. I was never one of the ones that say Vlad was a culture vulture. They was Hassan words. You know what I mean? And we hear that term a lot, culture vulture, and I believe it came from Dame Dash. It sound cool, but Zip with the Drip said to imply that someone is a culture vulture, that you got to imply that means the culture that we know is dying because vultures only feast off of shit that's dying, not nothing thriving. You know, so hold my bag, said, yo, real talk, I be uptown, broad and hourly, my folks got hair salon up there. Yeah. So, you know, to say Vlad is a culture vulture, that's like saying that, you know, the culture is dying. The culture not dying. You know what I mean? It's thriving. And right now, he's at the top of the game. His game right with his journalistic skills and shit. And he's been doing it for a while. I mean, I don't know too many people who has interviewed more people, more celebrities, more hip hop artists than Vlad. You know what I mean? I think he got the most interviews. He get the most views. And he said himself, I don't know, I didn't do my research. He said he paid artists more than any other interviewer to come on his platform. So if he did all that, hands down, he the GOAT. And it ain't got nothing to do with the color of his skin. You know what I mean? I try to, like me personally, I try not to see color when we dealing with the, dealing with our culture. We know our culture, hip hop. I argued with somebody about this a long time ago. We know that this is our thing. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with people that don't know shit about the culture. You know what I mean? That just come in, they got a lot of money and they come in and just, they don't know what's going on. They just see it as an opportunity to make money. I don't have a problem with people that know everything about the culture, that have a love for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Eminem, I never had a problem with Eminem. That guy could rap. And he knows everything about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Then we got to look at it like back in the day when hip hop first started, it was like so many races involved, especially like in New York. Like, you know, you had your Puerto Ricans. I mean, they was, they was tagging shit, the graffiti and all that. All that is a part. They was pop locking, all that shit. All that shit is a part of hip hop. You know what I mean? You had your white boys, you know, the Beastie Boys, all that. So, you know, it's all one big family. In the UK, they support hip hop more than anybody outside of America. And hip hop is like the fastest growing thing that we created. You know what I mean? It's like the only thing we created. You know what I mean? That's ours, that we can call ours. So to say Vlad is a culture vulture, or to say like he can't do the things that he do, that's kind of like, I think it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Because we dominated the sport. Basketball, football, all the sports, we dominated. They not our sports. So can we call Michael Jordan a culture vulture? Or LeBron James? But we don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball, football, all of them, they're not our sports. We didn't make them sports. You know what I mean? It was a white man's sport. We dominated them motherfuckers though. So, you know, I just think it's kind of, I think it's fucked up. You know what I mean? That a lot of these guys get called culture vultures. You know what I mean? Does it discredit a journalist from being a journalist if they're paying people? Meaning, is the person being interviewed compromised due to being paid and they over exaggerate a story? Now that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good business move. You know, the way YouTube set up and the way social media is set up, everything is about views. You know what I'm saying? So if you know this particular person that's going to, you're about to interview, you got access to this person. You know, if you can pay them $10,000, $15,000 to come do an interview with you, but you know this interview is going to blow up. You know what I'm saying? After you interview, and you might turn around and make $50,000, $60,000 off it. I don't think it discredit the journalist, because at the end of the day, he's still doing his journalistic job. I mean, he's still asking the right questions. He's still, getting people to, view to come view the interview, because he's doing such a good job and people want to hear that person that he's interviewing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it discredit him. I think it's a good business move. I think more people should do it. You know what I'm saying? I think we should take the shit that Vlad is doing and turn around and do that shit ourselves. But sometimes, man, we got too much pride as black people. I hate to say it. Sometimes we don't want to spend no money. We want anything to come to us and don't want to give back. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my homies, like if I tell them I paid for a feature or something like that, like on my some of my music, they be like, why you pay that person? Because that's what they do. That's their job. They rap. You know what I mean? Like, cut them some slack. It's people that I didn't have to pay to get on my and you can ask anybody in the city of Philadelphia, from anybody that did songs with me, from Beanie Siegel to Dutch to E. Ness, Reed Dollars. Like one person, for instance, Reed didn't ask me for no money because we go back. Like we from the same hood. That's my youngin'. You know what I mean? He ain't a youngin' now. He a grown man. But when I asked him to get on my my track, he didn't hesitate. He said, send a beat. You know, he did what he did. He got back to me, within an hour with the verse. I said, what's your cash app? I think I cashed that like $300-400. He didn't ask me for that. But that gave him motivation, because the next day on his page, he said, yo, I'm doing features. You know what I mean? Hit me up. He listen, I was the one that sparked that. Like, if you go on Reed Dollar page, if he say I'm doing features, I sparked that. You know what I mean? He realized his worth. I could have took the verse and was like, good looking, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now I know if I need Reed for anything, he won't hesitate to, I got him. I'm good people. So I'm like that. I'll pay you for your work. You know what I mean? Nobody should be getting done anything for free. Don't tell me what block. Cause, oh man, we got that. This guy, the troll from yesterday, he still on this, Joe. Anyway, but yeah, man, I believe people should get paid for they work. Why not? If YouTube giving out the money for the views, and people they wanna hear some of these people's stories. For instance, like Sammy the Bull. I seen him on Vlad. I was like, what the fuck? I never seen nobody else you're not popping unless you have trolls. Yeah, I guess I'm starting to pop, man. Yeah, so like Sammy the Bull, I never seen nobody interview Sammy the Bull. Except for like those old, when he first ratted back in the day. Those Jones like Inside Edition and shit, they'd sit them in that room, then after that, it was a wrap. We ain't hear from him, nobody ain't really care about him, but Vlad, he had him on there. He had a lot of rats on his podcast. So I guess people would still, even though a lot of people claim they don't fuck with rats, I guarantee you those same people still sat and watched them interviews because they wanted to know like what was in a rat's mind, what made him snitch, what made him do the things that he did. And he probably ain't had nothing popping, so all right, Vlad probably could have, just for instance, take a little $5,000 to sit here for an hour with me. And that's the easiest money ever. You could sit, and a lot of people want to exaggerate their stories too. You know why? Because they got that money, you know what I mean? Vlad promised them that bread. They trying to figure out how to get it again. Oh, he might have me on here again because we about to get some crazy views. Or it's going to be another interviewer that see this and want to get, my side. They probably feel like Vlad ain't asked the right questions or enough questions, and they might want to throw him a check. You know what I mean? Because I heard, like, for instance, Say Cheese, I think he be paying Charleston. I think Charleston said, like, I don't know if he was exaggerating. He could have said a high number just so in case somebody, like another interviewer want to interview him. I think he said something like, yeah, Say Cheese paid me $7,000 an interview. You know what I mean? So he locked in. So you notice most of the times we see an interview by Charleston White is coming from Say Cheese. You know what I mean? I never even heard of Say Cheese until I seen Charleston White. So I think it's all good business. And right now, Vlad is he's like the number one journalist that's doing this. Now he got brother Hassan Campbell, which I think was a good move for Vlad. Now, me personally, I still feel the same way. I feel like brother Hassan Campbell sold out. Yeah, because you said too much about Vlad. He the feds. Everybody go on Vlad, they get locked up. He's a culture vulture. He this, he that. Yo, he got so many. I wish I could find behind the bar, man. Find them clips, man. Chop them up. All the shit he's had to say about Vlad and him going on there. You know what I'm saying? So him going on there, I look at it like, yeah, you sold out. So he got some explaining to do to his subscribers. And if he feel like he don't have to explain himself, or he just don't, you know what I'm saying, that makes him a fake nigga. I don't care what nobody say. It makes him a fake nigga. Because niggas got questions and they feel like you got to answer. Yo, if y'all came in here and y'all ain't hit the like. So yeah, niggas got questions, man. You know what I mean? They like, yo, how you gonna say all this about this man and jump on his platform? That's all niggas want to know. And just be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Say my page was dying. They cut they demonetized my channel. I was bringing in 30, 40, 50,000 a month. They cut that shit. The money start drying up. Vlad offered me an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He says he's going to play me 15, 20, whatever. You know what I mean? You ain't got to say the number, but he said he was going to offer to pay me a certain amount of money to do these interviews. If they do good, I can be his Charleston White. Just like Say Cheese, you know what I mean? Charleston White is to Say Cheese. He can be that to Vlad. He had me up here once a month. That's a guaranteed check every month. So now I know that check gonna be there. I don't gotta do so many lives no more because I ain't getting paid for them anyway. You know what I mean? I can focus on my Snotbox TV. You know what I'm saying? I can focus on that while I'm doing this. So in a way, it's good for Hassan to get to learn the business a little bit more. I always said that I feel like Hassan Campbell, he could have been through all the controversy and all that shit, he still had the potential and his page was big enough for him to be the Vlad. He could have been in Vlad position. He didn't have to worry about, now this guy's cutting you a check. You was just getting I ain't gonna say as many views as Vlad, but you was big enough to just go ahead and, you know what I mean? You was making enough money, go ahead and build your little studio and interview people, charge people, still do your lives and shit like that. You could have been charging people to do interviews too. Bring out your journalistic skills. Yeah, he did it for the money, just like Kodak doing a song with 6ix9ine. Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. And we all grown. This street code shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no snitch. I ain't no rat. I never ratted on nobody. I still, but you can't expect people to leave that shit, like leave the street code behind after this shit been embedded in you for so long. Don't snitch, don't, no rat and this, that, and the third. I understand the streets completely. But am I mad at Kodak Black for taking the $1 million or $2 million, whatever he took from 6ix9ine to do a song with him? No, I'm not mad at him. And I'm not going to be the one to judge him. Would I have done that? Probably so. And you know why? Because most of these dudes that got something to say, like Boosie and I like Boosie, you know what I mean? All these dudes that had something to say about Kodak, none of y'all not giving them no opportunities like that. Half of them won't even call you and say, yo, I'm doing a show. Why don't you pull up to the show and make a couple dollars? They don't provide you no opportunities and shit like that. They take a picture with you, say you my man, yeah, I fuck with good, I fuck with shorty, and that's it. They don't provide them opportunities. So 6ix9ine, just on the strength of him reaching out with an opportunity, like I think he reached out to NBA Youngboy first, you know what I mean, and asked him to do it. NBA Youngboy was even about to do it, but he said, no, $1 million ain't enough. I need $2 million. So I guess they decided to go with Kodak Black because Kodak Black took the $1 million. That's what happened. You know what I mean? NBA Youngboy asked for $2 million. He was going to do it though. But 6ix9ine said, nah, I'm going to go with Kodak. And I respect the fact that Kodak, even on that song, you know what I'm saying, he said he kind of came at 6ix9ine, which I probably would have did too. Like, fuck it. Like, if I'm gonna take this $1 million, man, you know how much $1 million is, man? You know how much $1 million? There's some people that never will ever see $1 million in their life. You know what I mean? I'm not doing no crimes with this guy. He's not my friend. You know what I mean? You probably go to work every day and your supervisor probably a rat. Then let's keep it all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody don't say nothing about what's her name? That's on Rock Nation that, brought down the whole cartel. It's people that signed to her, Rock Nation and shit like that. Nobody don't talk about that. They are working for a rat. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do business with these. You doing business with them, but you ain't got to go hang out with these people. It's $1 million opportunity. This $1 million is going to change my family life. And I'm going to miss that opportunity just because y'all, just so y'all can like me and say I'm a real nigga, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Give me that million. I take it and never rap again. I don't care. I ain't a rapper no more. That $1 million changed my life. I'm doing other shit now. You know, y'all can keep talking about that. Oh, hey, okay. Give me the $1 million. I got the $1 million, and you still struggling. How about that? $1 million is not a lot of money, though. When you think about it, it's a lot to regular people. But, you know what I mean? When you already accustomed to living a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, a certain way, $1 million ain't a lot of money. But $1 million is still $1 million. It'll change your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? You make the right investments, you ain't never got to work again. You know what I mean? If you make the right investments with $500,000, you may not have to work again. You may not have to work as hard again. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't give a fuck what people had to say about that. Like, I still fuck with Kodak Black, and I'm not mad at him for taking that $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep this thing moving. We gonna keep this thing moving. So I covered that. I covered the reason why I think Vlad is the GOAT. And that Ratchet grocery girl, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about, man. I'm gonna let y'all see this in case y'all didn't see it yet. Hold on, give me a second. Gotta pull it up. Don't laugh at my Android. You know, I'm an Android person. I don't care. I ain't got no iPhones. I got like 3 Androids. They good Androids, though. What he say on what's the name? He said, I got 10s, but I keep them clean. Alright.
So niggas will flirt with you at the grocery store, but not offer to pay for your groceries? Get the fuck out of my face! I beg your fucking pardon? What the fuck you think this is? I'm over here shopping for things, and you're flirting with me while I'm shopping for things, but not offering to pay for the things that I'm shopping for while you're trying to flirt with me. Are you stupid? Like, the only way to win right now is to pay for the groceries. If not, move the fuck around. Move around. Because you're definitely not moving on up. Thank you.
So, if you broke, just say that. My man said, if you broke, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you making it seem, this girl is basically saying that you can't flirt with her in a grocery store unless you're buying her groceries. You see the mentality of these women today, man? You can't talk to them unless you cutting a check. Then when you cut the check, they still expect you to take them on a date. Oh, and they got a whole list of shit now where the shit they don't like, the shit that you can't take them to on the first date. This is the shit that's going on in our society. But these is going to be the same women, 50, 60 years old, that say niggas ain't shit. They can't find a man. They tired of being lonely. They gonna die alone. Just like brother Kevin Samuels said, you know what I mean? Buy a dog and die alone, because niggas not going for that. Unless you was a simp motherfucker. You're gonna do whatever these women are going, that anything they want, whatever they tell you to do, you're gonna do it. You gotta be a simp motherfucker. I gotta pay for your groceries and my groceries just because I said hello, how you doing? Not me. Not I, said the cat. Well, I'm married anyway, and I'm glad that I'm married. I'm glad I found my queen. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it today, man. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it. God forbid, if anything was to happen between me and my wife and we was to break up, I would be single forever, man. I'd be single. These women today, I mean, people like her. Like, first of all, you're not even that bad, shorty. Like, come on, you talking about somebody got to buy your groceries because they said hello and they want to take you out, or what? Like, seriously? That's the mentality that's going to keep a lot of these women single. It's going to keep them single. And it's not that that it ain't no men out here. Is y'all women are fucking crazy. Y'all crazy. It ain't no good men out here. What's a good man? A man that just pay for everything. Here you go, just keep cutting the check. Whatever you need, whatever you say goes. That's a good man. Fellas, that's a good man. You know what I mean? A nigga that say fuck no, you go get your own shit. I'm not paying for that. That's the ain't shit niggas, according to them, according to a female like her. That's crazy, man. That's the shit that grind my gears, man. That shit really grinds my gears because they, you know what I mean? Like I said, they missing out on a lot of good brothers. A lot of good brothers, man. I hate to see a lot of my brothers being mistreated by these type of women, man. I got some good friends, man. Some good dudes, you know what I mean, that got jobs. They ain't got no kids. But they always get into relationships with girls like this, man. Females like her. And get done dirty. You know what I'm saying? And I be trying to tell them, man, you better watch who you laying with. You better watch who you laying with, man, because these girls will have you on the fucking 6 o'clock news, man. Buy my groceries. You ain't offer to pay for my groceries. Girl, if you don't get out of here. You know how much groceries cost these days? You know what I mean? No bullshit. We just spent like almost $200 in the market and came back with like 3 or 4 little bags. And what the fuck did we buy? You know what I mean? You want somebody to just pay for your growth. They don't know you. They don't know your name. They trying to get to know you. And you just messed it all up. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. You just messed all that up for, you know, for a moment because you feeling yourself. You living all the way up here. You want somebody, nigga, you gotta pay for my girl. Oh my God. Women like that just make me so fucking sick, man. You broke, busted, and disgusted. And they the ones with the highest expectations. These women that's driving around in Honda Civics, they live in, you know what I mean, Section 8. And ain't nothing wrong with Section 8. You know what I mean? They live in a certain type of way. They broke as shit. But they expect a man with everything, a rich man, a high value man, to just come sweep them off their feet and save them. But if you a man in a 1-bedroom apartment, you know what I mean, you got a job, you know what I'm saying? You got a nice little car. They look at you as like you doing better than them. They looking at you like you not good enough for them. What the fuck? It's the world we live in, man. A lot of these chicks need reality checks, man. Take a look in the mirror, shorty. You not even bad. And you know what I mean? That's number one. Like, you're not that bad, you know what I'm saying? And men are very visual, you know what I mean? But it's your attitude. Looks is not everything, you know what I'm saying? It's your attitude that makes any guy be like, oh, no thank you. What the dude say on Instagram, be like, no thank you, baby, no thank you. Like, I'm cool. So you can save all that talk to when you like 50, 60 years old and say, I can't find a man. You be like that older woman. She all on Instagram. She went viral. She was just crying like, oh, I can't find a man and I want to be happy. She like 60-something years old. And she probably was just like that. And a lot of them was misguided by older women. You know what I mean? Older single women, bitter women. If he ain't paying this, he ain't paying that. Leave him alone. And don't get me wrong. I believe a man is supposed to pay for the first date, do all that shit that a man do, pay the bills. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with that. But you got women making it a big thing about, you know, the guy saying they want, you know, 50-50. They making that a big thing. They say guys that say 50-50, they, you know what I mean, they ain't shit guys. You know what I mean? Just because they say, yo, you gotta pull your weight. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this is not the 1960s no more. You know what I'm saying? When you can, the cost of living and went up. All grandfathers and shit like that, they was able to fucking buy a house and a vehicle and, you know what I mean, all this shit, get food in the house. Everything was cheap as shit. You can buy a motherfucking house back in them days for like $10,000. You know what I mean? They was fucking granddad bringing home $100 a week and was able to take care, you know, his family and his side family. You know what I mean? Let's keep it 100. But now everything, the price of living went up. Something crazy. But they not paying nobody nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, this economy is not set up for one person. Not the average person is not set up for an average earner to survive in this economy in America. It's not. It's not. You're gonna need two people. You know what I mean? So until women get a grasp on that and realize that a lot of women today is just doing better than men, like as far as the jobs and shit like that. I ain't gonna say all women, like I'm gonna say like in our culture, like, you know what I mean? The women is doing good. They doing good. But it be those independent women that's really not happy. Those women that say, I don't need a man. They got their good jobs and career is good. Those are the most unhappiest women. And they say, I ain't going 50-50 with nobody. I say like this, listen. Women don't have as many options as men. Regardless, they might kick that shit and say, oh, I can get any man I want. No, a man might fuck you, but you can't get any man that you want. Like, let's keep it real. Just like a man can't get any woman he want. You know what I mean? Men actually have better chances because all we need is the money. That's it. I mean, got the money, got the bag. You know what I mean? You pretty can get damn near, you know, probably 80-90% of the women you want. See, women can have the bag, but that don't mean that they can go get any man that they want. You got to look like something. You got to have a good attitude. Because men, we don't chase after money. We chase after money to get y'all. We don't chase after y'all money. Nah, we trying to get our own. We men. Like, you know what I mean? If a nigga just after women because of what they have, he's not a real man. You know what I mean? You taking it from a man. You know what I mean? We don't give a fuck. Why you think it's so many women? A woman can be a waitress or work at McDonald's. A man would still wipe her up. A nigga that's doing good, he will wipe her up as long as her attitude is right and she doing her womanly duties. A man will wipe her up quick. You know what I mean? But you know the other way around. The woman don't want the man that work at McDonald's. She want the baller. She want the nigga that's going, you know what I mean, curse her out in front of her family and shit like that. Just gonna dog her out, smash her girlfriends and all that. You know what I mean? But that's only women in our culture, man. Gotta get it together, man. Gotta get it together. We've been on here for what? We've been rocking for an hour. And I said I was going to be on here for an hour. So I'm about to wrap this up. Because I got to go get my daughter and do my daddy duties. But I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. Inshallah, I'll be back tonight with some more content. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like this video. Fuck the trolls. I know they still in here. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's been real, man. Till next time. Woke and Ready TV. I love y'all. Peace and love. We out of here.